Hot take on Kendra, the woman who's in love with her psychiatrist, and she's invented a whole slew of assumptions based on his normal professional behaviors to believe that he had been manipulating her, making her fall in love with him. He'd been breadcrumbing her, and his boundaries were basically a way for him to restrain himself to keep his composure because he's so sexually attracted to her. I watched all 18-part series, and a lot of the videos that are talking about her various conditions and clear signs that she's unwell. In addition, a lot of attention is being brought to the fact that she's an ADHD sobriety coach. While she doesn't seem to have a healthy sense of reality and self-awareness to realize that she doesn't have a healthy sense of reality. Surprise for me is that she's not a dating coach, because the majority of the dating coaches that I have met and have gotten to know, they behave like her. Most are a lot better at curating the perception of themselves online, but when you really get to know them, which I have, being in this business for the last 8 years, many of them reached out to me because they want to help on their business. The majority of dating coaches have something definitely off about them mentally, some kind of personality disorder that's potentially undiagnosed. Because first of all, they probably feel like there's nothing wrong with them, just like Kendra. Second of all, specifically women dating coaches who help other women get into heterosexual relationships. These women typically do not have any real friends. If they have children, they do not have a healthy relationship with their children at all. But their audiences will never know, and probably has some kind of undiagnosed borderline personality disorder that seems to be very common. I didn't realize how common these symptoms were until I got into the business world, particularly dealing a lot with women. So dating coaches, and then the other type of coaching that I could totally see someone like Kendra do is narcissistic abuse coaching. That industry is also full of women who are really mentally unstable. You have to be to see yourself as a victim and talk about the evil narcissist all the time without having any awareness of how you're responsible too for the drama. If you listen to Kendra, there's absolutely no taking of any accountability of her own actions. She's the victim and the psychiatrist who had been doing his job. Of course, we don't know how well he's been doing his job in terms of how he could have done it better. That's separate. Because what we hear through her storytelling is that he did not really do anything that crossed professional boundaries. I was waiting for it. And her narration is all questionable in terms of validity. People like her bring down the legitimacy of being a coach. Just like every professional industry out there, they're really good professionals and there are really unethical bad ones too. It's very common for people to be traumatized by their therapist or psychiatrist, somebody who's trained with credentials, with experience. So let's not make this a problem with the whole coaching industry. Let's evaluate professionals based on what they're delivering and their track record.